Hello, this is Michael Groom, and this is my second video, so thank you very much. Today we're going to talk about my philosophy, my style, the materials, where I find them, and the tools that I use. Then we can get on to actually how I make them. So my philosophy right from day one is reduce, reuse, recycle. I only use recycled materials, so nothing is bought. I've explained that initially I found them beach combing and material from my own garden, but also my neighbour's garden. And then you have to expand it further by looking into rivers, fields, skips, recycling centres, old historical dump sites. Actually, the list is endless, and wherever the ground has been turned over, I always have a look, because that's generally where you're going to find something. There's also some particularly special material that I use, which is my father-in-law. When he died and I emptied out his shed, I found a plastic bag full of old broken blue tiles. So whenever I make a mosaic and it has some blue in it, I will always put one or two shards of this material in there, which I call Ron, and so wherever the artwork goes, there's a little piece of my father-in-law that goes with them. So all my material is old. Now that obviously has limitations, because if I don't go and buy anything, then I am very much limited to what I can make. But it doesn't matter, that's my style. So my style is called pique assiette. Pique assiette is broken plate, stolen plate, borrowed plate. Basically, it is taking something that is smashed and creating something, a mosaic, from them. So it's pique assiette. The materials, I've explained where I find them, absolutely everywhere, but most people don't actually look. So when you go out for a walk, you're not generally looking for material. I never used to. Now when I go out, I can't help but just have a look around, and it's quite amazing what you find. Because I don't buy anything, the tools that I use are the tools that were in my toolbox. So I use a hammer, I use nail pliers and pliers in general. I have some tweezers. And then recently, I say recently, probably within the last couple of years, a local woman who ran an antique shop but did mosaics as a hobby, gave me an old pair of wheel nipper cutters, so I use cutters. So basically, all my mosaics are made by either breaking the material further with a hammer. I also use a big block of wood, which I use on my desk. So when I'm making something, if I need to make it slightly smaller, I just bash it and make it slightly smaller. So I use whatever it is, and most recently the cutters help really in just cutting thick items, but in general I only use thin crockery. So that's covered my philosophy, where I've come from, how I've started, the materials I use. So now we can actually get on to doing some videos of how I make the product. Thank you.